everything will become a little bit easier for you guys to build a team for, let's say, the Clan Boss, the Fire Knight, the Fire Knight Hard, even the Iron Twins, Phantom Shogun, Sand Devil, all of those teams that speed tuning is required. Things have become easier with this speed calculator that was created. I believe that this will be a game changer, especially as more versions coming out with updates for this software. Yannick developed this software. Bronco also is the one who brought it to light through one of his YouTube videos. But let me show you exactly what I mean and get right to the point. All right, so Clan Boss, the most basic thing since I've started playing, it's still there and it's still much worth it. So building teams for this has become so important that websites like the deadwoodjedi.com website have rose up from you know, just nothing. He created the website, he put in the speed tunes, he's put in the calculator, and he changed everyone's view of the game. It made it more complex, more interesting, and definitely more challenging to some people to try to find speed tunes for their teams. So what is this software that I'm talking about? Before I exactly show that, this is my team that I showcased the other day for Iron Twins. And it had like 250 speed. I mentioned the speeds can go up a little bit. Geomancer at 230, 230 to 224, 238, along all those lines. What do we have here? So this is how the software looks. This is the calculator, the speed calculator. This is version 1, the bare bones. I'm not sure if in the future it's gonna have a website. We'll see. So what do? You insert your heroes. Let's say here on the top, I put in Emic. You choose whatever hero you have. I have Painkeeper as well, Geomancer, Cold Heart. It's the same team that I put here. And then I can select here the Iron Twins, which I selected here in the top right. I select stage 15, which is the one I want to beat. And it's Void, let's say, or you can put Force, Magic. It doesn't really matter for Iron Twins when you're building an unkillable team, which is what I want to build right now. So what would I do here? I go to the consistency check. And what is this? This is basically you put in what you want the team to be. So I want this to be unkillable from the first time I join in, before the boss even start hitting me. I want everybody to be unkillable because, well, I'm not going to run HP on them or defense or resistance. I'm just going to run damage on them, okay? Let's say my Geomancer is going to run accuracy, my Cold Heart is going to run damage, and whatever speeds the calculator tells me to. So what do I do here? With this calculator, it's very easy. So I select my team. I click on select team there. So now all the heroes have been ticked except for the boss. And then I click on the unkillable buff, which Emic applies to the whole team. What do I do next? Well, this is boss turn 1. So instead of going and doing this for every single turn that I'm hoping for this to be done, I want this to, let's say, go to 1 to 50 turns. What I can do is copy the selection and then paste for the following turns, which is 1 to 50. It doesn't matter. So boom, I paste it. And now you see every single one of the turns will now have the requirement of me being in an unkillable setup with my team. And that's Emic. That's Emic's job in the team for Iron Twins. All right. That will be Emic's job. He will probably have to be faster than 250 for stage 15 of Iron Twins. So that's what I'm guessing the calculator will show me. I didn't put any speeds in there just yet. Speed tune search. Look at what I'm going to do now. So here on top of my head that you see is where you add in the minimum speeds of you want. You can add it at whatever range you want, you feel comfortable with. But I know that the calculator will require me to have above 250 speed on Emic. I can put 240, but that's not going to change anything. I can put maximum speed there as 300. Let's say on the Painkeepers, I don't have much gear. I can gear one champion to 250, but I can gear the other ones at 180, let's say. So please find me a speed tune with 180 as the minimum. So I put in 180 on all other champions, and I put 240, 250 even on the Cold Hearts. 250 should be okay. 250 and then 250. And we should be okay. And you see that the steps here are adjusted. What do the steps mean? It means that unless I want this calculator to go on forever, these steps is the calculator checking, okay, 240 speed on Emic with 180, 180, 180. Does this work? No. Okay. 241. Does this work? No. Okay. Move on. So that is what the steps mean. So it checks one by one the speeds on every single possible combination to try to find speed tunes for you. It doesn't require you just to put in the speed tunes yourself. It finds you the speed tunes. It's very, very interesting on how this was developed. In terms of consistency, I want this at 100% consistency. Okay, remember, look above my head. That is what I want to show. And then next up, that's pretty much it, I believe. And I just click on start search, and it's gonna start trying to find speed tunes for the Iron Twins. And obviously we want consistency, but since I placed the minimum at 100%, we're gonna try to find the lowest total speed because we're looking for a budget team, right? So let's start. And it's trying to find it already. It's at 26%. So you see how quickly it runs through the possible teams, and already has found a team with 252 speed on Emic. As I told you guys, it's gonna require above 250. I guessed it. I knew because I put in my requirements of unkillable from turn 1 because we would die if I didn't. And this is the team: 201, 201, 180, 222. You're gonna say, coldbrew, I don't believe you. I don't believe that this team works. Well, if you go and check on a different website, let's say Yang Gaming's calculator, you can put in the speeds, and I know this calculator works 100%. So is this new calculator working? Well, we can definitely check. 252 here, and then what speeds were 201, 201, 180, and 222 on the cold hard. So 201 on the cold, on the painkeepers. Geomancer stays there, and the cold hard at 222. I tried this before, that's why the speeds were there already. And you can see it is unkillable throughout turn 49 of the Iron Twins, which you shouldn't go all that way. Fantastic. That's what I was looking for. And this can be done for other things like the clan boss as well. So I'll try out the clan boss too. There's other speed tunes, by the way. 201, 201, 187 works too. Let's try to find the lowest maximum speed. Let's see. What does that mean? Lowest maximum speed? Not sure what lowest maximum speed means, but highest consistency is different. I'm guessing all of them are consistent at 100%, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I can change the steps here to 5 or even 1 for Emic, but this will take longer to calculate. So let's have a look. If I press 1 there on the steps, it's going much longer, but you see how Emic speed is now at 250. Let's say I want to have him at 250 exactly. So now the calculator says, all right, you need 201 on Painkeeper, 222 on Painkeeper number 2, 180, 180 on the Cold Hearts. So pretty much the same teams as we had before. With Cold Hearts, instead of her being at 222, she's at 180. And how does that look on the other calculator? By the way, there's a calculator on the software too, but I just didn't want to add it there. I wanted to double check if our things looked cool. So how does this look? Because the speeds are lower at 200 and 180, you see that sometimes our champions will not be taking, I believe, a turn. They shouldn't, right? Or do they take a full turn? All right, I think here is where he misses 1 turn. He misses 1 turn here, but then after that he becomes fully in tune. After turn 5, every single member becomes fully in tune, and then they take 1 turn for every 1 turn the boss takes. So that's why you see the colors here. This is very similar to how Deadwood's Jedi's calculator looks as well. So here it's still going. You can see it's still trying to find speed tunes, and that was because I reduced the steps. So it's doing a lot more calculations than before. So very, very interesting. So what I'll do next is I'll do a clan boss team for you guys, and we'll try to make something such as the double man-eater, seeker, 1 damage dealer, and painkeeper combo. So what I wanted to find is a double man-eater, painkeeper, Dracomorph, well, DPS, seeker team for Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord that becomes unkillable, basically unkillable, and block debuffs from turn 2 and onwards. That definitely helps as find a team that is pretty solid, becomes affinity friendly, and will also be unkillable for the duration of the fight. So on turn 1, what I did, it was just remove any buff requirements. You don't really need it on turn 1. It makes it easier also for the calculator to work. And then on turn 2, I placed in unkillable buff and block debuffs, and then I just copied it to everything else. And then on speed tune search, I basically limited it to over 200 speed and under 300 speed requirements. And the team that it has found me was something with 250 speed on Maneater, 210 on this Maneater, 215, 215, and 240. And then he found another one with 215, 215, 210 on Dracomorph. Many different teams have been found here. And then I just went ahead and tried the first one. How did I try it? Well, I went into the Deadwood Jedi calculator and I just, I wanted to make this team. All right, this is the normal Bat Eater team. So I put in exactly those speeds: 250 on Maneater, 240 on Seeker, 211 on this Maneater. It seems that it's actually 211 for it to properly work. Painkeeper and Dracomorph at 215. And now this is the team. It becomes fully unkillable and is totally protected. Basically, they take 2 turns right here, but they take 1 turn here. So the team is not a 2-to-1 ratio. So it's not the good damage that the normal Bat Eater team makes, but it's a lower requirements in terms of speed for beating Ultra Nightmare. All right. So as it goes down, you'll see that I'm unkillable here with this Maneater. So basically, he applies the block debuffs and the unkillable buff to everybody on AoE 2, which is exactly when you need it. And then on this one, the unkillable on AoE 3, right before the stun, we want to be protected from not only the stun, but also from the damage from the stun. So the other Maneater does his here. And because we only take 1 turn here, we are protected for AoE 1. And this goes on for the duration of the 50 turns that the team will take. And then I double checked it over on Yang G Gaming's website right there. Look at that. We are unkillable. Pretty much shows the same thing. 1 turn taken here. And the good thing about this website, it shows that you're unkillable. So it's much easier for me to check. I just scroll down and when I see the black line, I'm good to go. So it's really exciting that this tool now exists. And now it's only left for you guys out there, people who are interested in finding new speed tunes, to just play around with this tool. This is only version 1, so I can't wait what Yannick will think for in the future to adjust this. I would love to see this as a website. It would make things much easier for everybody instead of downloading something on their computer. People don't feel safe about that most of the time. And yeah, playing around with this, a little bit more explanations would be better. But of course, when everything is right, just making it look prettier and easier to understand is the easy work, honestly, when these things come. Very, very cool calculator. I hope you guys enjoyed the video showcase. I will definitely be playing around with this in the future and wait for some teams that I'll try to make using this. Yannick, thank you so much for answering some of my questions while I was messaging you. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.